Hey Casey, what's going on? Just glassing for bucks. Yeah, there's a buck right there in the spotting scope. I can see it. So these deer this time of year, they're migrating to their winter range, transitional, but they're also rutting at the same time, a little confused. You can tell part of them wants to go to the winter range, part of them wants to chase the doe. It's actually pretty interesting to watch their mental conflict, but we got a really mature buck spotted up. I can tell from the ripples on his back he's about 14. I can't see any teeth from here, so he's gonna be a shooter. I think we just need to get up there and see if we can't put it together on him. Thanks for watching.
Look at that.
That's a stud.
Yeah, that's the big, so BMAC and Mark found this buck yesterday. I don't know if they're calling him the G2 buck or what, but just tall G2s. Actually has a really similar frame as the one that you killed. Like tall backs, fronts like that, you know, that come out. Really pretty buck. But he's trying to push off this other buck off his does. So yeah, that's cool. Definitely getting in the rut, man.
Guys, we have had the most ideal weather over here. It looks miserable, but that's good for deer hunting, especially this time of year. The weather has not called for snow, but every morning we've woke up to a fresh blanket of at least an inch or two of snow, and we'll take it. We're seeing more and more deer every day, and we've got 4 days left. Fill 2 tags. I have high hopes for those 4 days, but I think we're gonna go try to put a play on that deer for sure.
All right, y'all, the plan is in place. Found this G2 buck yesterday morning. We lost him all day. Turned him up right at last light again. Found him again this morning. Now we're finally going in for a play. Hopefully, we can get him while he's on public. Name of the game in Colorado is making sure you got your OnX going. So we have our tracks on, and we're just gonna play the boundary game. Make sure we are 100% on public. Last time we saw the deer, he was in the middle of the public, but there's some private next to us, so we can be very cautious about where we're at. And if it's too close, then we're gonna pass. We're not gonna make that shot. But we're gonna be up in here. There's so many deer moving around that anything could happen, to be honest. It's a really cool buck though. And in a couple short days, we got a little history with him, huh, Mark?
Yeah, no, it's cool, man. It's cool seeing him yesterday.
EC's gonna be running the phone scope. Mark's gonna be running the Weatherby.
Yeah.
I'll be running this camera. Casey and Shed Crazy are in the truck, eating donuts,
With my
drinking hot chocolate.
big puffy First Light jacket. You guys are enjoying it.
I didn't know that was an option.
Wish us luck, guys. Here we go.
Where do you see him, Eric?
Quite a ways over there, there's like an aspen patch.
Just a very compact 4-point, looks like.
Really?
Yep. This is the program when you just need a quick look. You just throw it up, still on the backpack. And if you need to confirm, if it does look big, take it off. But we're getting up here to where we think that buck is, and we're starting to lean on the idea that he's on the private side. But we're still going to go up here just to study the boundary lines, get familiar with the area, see what happens. But every which way we glass, more deer, so they're definitely active today. It's nice. Woke up to 2-3 inches of fresh snow. Cold temps. It's keeping the deer on their feet. There's so many deer up there.
So many deer.
So many deer. It's like, okay, yeah, we're going after this buck, but who knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah, the biggest obstacle is probably all the other deer. We've already jumped like a dozen or so.
Could be an
Just coming up
obstacle,
here.
or it could be an asset if we just bump into the right deer.
We'll just go slow and try to get eyes on this buck and get familiar with the boundary lines more than anything.
Yeah.
Just be patient.
Well, we're playing the boundary game, and basically got this long sliver of private land. The buck is not quite dead center. He's actually favoring the north side, and there's hunters on the public side, on the south side, watching the deer. They look pretty content. I think the big buck just bedded, but it's the big back fork buck we've been watching. They're like, what, 250 yards? Yeah. And they're probably only
10 yards on private.
How far?
Maybe 10 yards. We're not even to the private boundary.
Yeah, we're not to the private yet, so they're within 100 yards.
They might actually be on public.
It's so close, guys. I think we're just gonna have to wait and be patient. Hopefully the deer come this way, because they got a hunter, same hunter that bumped them earlier. I got some phone scope footage. 2 hunters were just walking through the sagebrush, and the deer they just kind of happened to meet. The deer spooked back our way, so hopefully they don't like that zone. Just gonna have to wait them out though.
See what's going on.
Just getting some phone scope of the big buck on private land. I'll tell you what, everybody out here must have OnX maps, because from what I can tell, everyone's seems to be following the rules and hugging the private boundaries just like us. But we got to where this buck was earlier, and man, he was like right on the line, but for whatever reason he wanted to go south. Well, south has a lot of people. As soon as they got out there, they saw the other hunters, and now they're going east, just deeper into the private land. That's what you get when you play the boundary game. You win some, you lose some. But he's just out there in the sagebrush chasing does. He's with a group of about 6 or 7 does, and all the hunters are just basically watching him, wishing we can shoot, including us. Alright guys, pretty cool country up in here. We got all the way up here, and we actually located that buck, which was pretty sweet in a feat in and of itself. We followed all these boundary lines until we got up here, and a lot of other folks are doing the same thing. And so we're playing the boundary game. That buck is playing the boundary game, and I think he's played it before, because he knows where he's comfortable and where he's not comfortable. So they moved off and deeper into the private. So we're gonna regroup here, kind of come up with a plan B, see if we can maybe figure him out later, which might be tough where he's at, or go find another buck. So anyway, super cool hunt. I mean, you can't beat it up here. It's super breathtaking, and like I said, just seeing a buck like that and getting this close to him was super cool. Eric got some awesome phone scope footage of him, and man, awesome morning. That's all you can say about that. It's beautiful up here.
Well, guys, that was our day. Did we film it this evening at all?
Not a lot. So.
Guys, we went and glassed for deer, didn't find anything too exciting. Our friendship was grown, right? Strengthened. So we got dinner going. We got an assortment of different potatoes.
We're gonna do some rosemary and garlic rub. Just a little dash of that. Potatoes and onions.
And then we got Ben. Hi, Ben.
Oh, hey.
And we got Rosie steaks. Look at these steaks off this Rosie.
Rosemary and Rosie.
Oh my gosh. No wonder it pairs so well. Let's get some nice rosé to drink with
there
it.
we go.
And then
Look at these bad boys. Giant. We're going to throw those on the camp chef outside. Good day. I think today was a W. Found a big buck. Mark got super close to shooting him, but he got onto private too quick. So
quite wily.
Definitely the name of the game out here is to sit and glass a lot. That's the reason why we kill any deer, is because we spend so much time behind the vortex, the scopes, and the spotters, and find them, and then make a plan and go try to get on them. The other key is knowing where you're at, because in the state of Colorado, we've talked about laws, knowing the laws of every state you hunt. The state of Colorado, landowners don't have to post their land. You just have to know where you're at. So I don't know how people did it before OnX Maps, to be honest with you, but we're on our phones all day long, making sure that we know the route to get to where we're going, and it's not private, because there's no orange markers out here. You know, or you get in big trouble. So if you're gonna come hunt Colorado, make sure you get OnX and you know exactly where you stand. I know that's a tagline, but it's the truth out here. Because I've known people that have accidentally walked through a corner of property and somebody saw them, and they don't mess around. They take your license for that year, and I think you have to sit out for the whole season. So anyways, we're gonna make a game plan after dinner, but first things first, dinner. It seems like when it's this cold, which is at 16 degrees right now, you need to consume a lot of calories. What's your thoughts for the day?
Awesome day. Big bucks got close, and they outsmarted us. Thoughts of the day.
Here's my thought. If you guys aren't subscribed to Hush, what are you even doing?
what have you been doing? Hit that button and don't miss out on all the adventures. Oh yeah, and follow me on stuff. I'm Shed Crazy. Find me on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google+, Hotmail, all the above. Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's so freaking cold out here.
Guys, we've said it before, we'll say it again. Get you the right equipment, learn how to use it, and eat like a king when you're in the woods.
How do you like your meat, Ben?
Medium rare.
How do you like your meat? Medium rare? My man, my man. Well, there's medium rare and then there's just
Incorrect.
crap.
Shoe leather.
I was gonna say incorrect.
He answered correctly. Guys, this segment of the video is brought to you by Shed Crazy. He ran the camera. Good job.
Okay.
Do we double tap?
He's so dirty. Oh, he's got the look. He's got a big head too. Like
Really
that
old buck, real silver cape.
makes it kind of deceptive because his head's so big, his skull's so big.
You're looking at him, you're just like, oh, that's so awesome. Oh, wait.
Guys, our buddy Pratt just brought this guy over. No big deal. And just out of curiosity, we want to score him and see. What do you guys think he scores? Let us know in the comments below. Look at this thing. Giant. We're going to tape him out real quick using paracord. So, my guess is 201. What's your guess, Pratt?
197.
Yeah, about 197, 198.
Ben?
I was saying 196, but I like to say I'm gonna say 202. I'm gonna go big.
Boardman?
I was gonna say 201, then I was gonna say 202, so I'm gonna go with 203 now. I'm gonna be optimistic.
Brian?
I'm just filming.
All that curve.
22 3/4. Right at 5. 15 1/4. 12 1/8.
What do you got? You doing?
Doing 8s now.
Low pressure, but we're all just waiting on you.
Got my 8s.
He's a whole.
All right.
Look at his teeth are this.
Alright.
Got a number.
Let's see the calculator.
And 3/8. That's what I got. 192
Probably not
and
far.
3/8.
I had 195 on the hill.
That is a freaking tanker. Who cares about a score when you have a deer like this in hand? Look at this thing. This thing is a giant.
What you getting?
Let me do some math.
Pratt, good work, buddy.
So,
Thanks.
3
That thing is awesome.
plus 22
What do you think, Boardman?
plus 15 plus 6